Hi, I'm back. And I'm going to show you a little cheat because when you're putting in the cheese, and a lot of people will grate the whole thing that you're putting in, but in reality, you only have to grate the stuff that goes on top, really, because you're going to be putting the stuff that's in the middle um, all over. Nobody's really going to see it. It's not going to have to look pretty, so you can just crumble the cheese. Um, right now, I have got half of my blockable cheddar. Oh, I'd say maybe 3/4, a quarter, something like that. Anyways, I took the piece that I showed you and I cut it into 4. And I'm not sure that it's equal pieces because I just roughly cut it. And I'm not measuring anything today. I'm just doing this because, I'm telling you sort of measurements so that you can follow along if you ever decide to make your own. This is the cheese that you're going to put on top, okay? Now, you can take these 3 and you can just take them with your fingers and take off chunks, make them small or as big as you want, and put them all through the casserole. They're going to melt together. You're going to be stirring it eventually. So it really doesn't matter if it's pretty and exactly grated. Now, I've opened all my cans and I've chopped up 1 onion and 3 shallots. And they're all going to go in with my mushrooms in the pan, which I've also chopped. That's my son. Never ends around here. So I've just chopped my mushroom buttons into these slices. And, it's okay if it's chunky. People are going to be scooping it in as a side. I've also going to put my oven to 350. Excuse me. And I've also strained and allowed to cool my broccoli because if you get huge pieces like this, you're gonna wanna chop that down. Now, because it's already cooked, you don't have to chop it. You can just, if you can hold it in your hand, you don't have to let it go cold, but just warm enough to touch. Then you can just break the little pieces off and just throw it in the pan. Your hands are clean, right? You're washing your hands 20 times a day, which, I'm gonna cheese it over mine. Which is something that every cook in the world should do. When you're learning how to cook in a school, they will teach you to do it constantly, and it'll become a habit so that you're forever washing your hands. So I would suggest if that is what you're doing, because my youngest son is working in a kitchen right now. He found this out the hard way. Get yourself a really, really good skin softener. Doesn't matter if you go to the dollar store and get something, but make sure that it has glycerin in it and aloe, because your skin will dry the more you have it in water, and it can cause, like my son's skin got really bad, to the point where he looked like he had scales, and his skin was cracking and bleeding because he didn't know what to do. He's never had that problem before. Up until he got his job, he was the only time he was in the kitchen was when he moved out on his own, and him and his girlfriend got a place together. And I think he did most of the cooking, or they did some cooking together, I'm not sure. But obviously he's not going to be so much worried about washing his hands in his own kitchen as he is if he's working to feed other people. So he found out the hard way, and I took him to get him some really good hand cream so that he didn't have that problem anymore, and I haven't heard anything back. I'm pretty sure that if he was still having issues, he would have said something to me, because whenever it comes to something like that, even my oldest son will call me up and say, "Mom, what do I do?" And then all the mothers out there, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so most of this, like I said, most of this broccoli casserole is, most of the time consuming stuff is in the prep. So but like I said, it's dead simple to do. You boil your broccoli. You don't have to boil it all the way through if you don't want to, but if you're doing like I'm doing today, go into somebody else's house where there's going to be like one oven and 3 different people. Sorry, that's my notifications. 3 different people cooking or preparing things in one kitchen and with one stove, then it's better that you do as much as you can at home. So I have boiled these till they're soft. And like I said, you don't have to do that. You can parboil them till they're just green. Broccoli gets really deep green when it's being steamed. You can steam these if you want, if you don't want to boil them. And you can make as much or as little as you want. It's all up to you. If you're going to make a smaller batch, it's, a cup of this and a cup of that, 1 tin of your favorite cream soup. If you don't like cream of broccoli, or cream of celery, you can use cream of broccoli. If you don't like cream of mushroom or cream of chicken, then I'm sure there's something else out there you can use. And with the same token, you don't have to use any cream soups at all if you don't want to. You can make your own cream, use some heavy cream and some cheese sauce, and make your own cheese sauce to go over this. It's a great recipe and it's very versatile. And I'll tell you a secret for all those meat eaters out there. This is awesome if you have leftover turkey or chicken and you want to add it into the casserole for like another dinner, another day. It's awesome. And I swear by it. And if you don't like it, you can leave me a comment and let me know that you don't like it. But I'm pretty sure, because even I've got kids in the family who don't like broccoli, and they love this. So, anyways, I'm going to continue to cut up my broccoli, and I'll come back with an update and show you what it all looks like put together in the pan. Okay?